Hi, this is Greg Anthony with GregWorks Fitness Solutions. Here with me today is one of my superstar clients. Known him for a while. He's great. He's really motivated. He had a lot of personal goals that he wanted to achieve in a short amount of time. And I have him here today doing a video testimony for me. Thank you very much, Scott.
You're welcome.
Here he is, Scott Ferguson.
Happy day.
How are you, Scott?
Fantastic.
Great. I just want to ask you a few questions because the results that you received today just blew my mind. So I just want to start off from the beginning and say, what was life like for you prior to you reaching out to me just over 2 months ago?
When I think back to 2 months ago, it was a dark place. I wasn't feeling so hot about myself, and I needed help, and I recognized that, and so I was able to find it.
Yeah. So I'm glad you reached out to me. May I ask why? Because I'm just curious of how why people reach out to me. Is it because they see my ads, or is it just?
Well, I've known about you from way back in the day.
Yes. No. Awesome. Awesome.
I believe it was MySpace.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
Yes. So you helped me about 10 years ago. Feel pretty fantastic about myself in a very short amount of time. So I have tried to do it by myself and decided that it was better just to go right back to you.
Well, I definitely appreciate that. I'm glad I can be of service. May I ask you what your initial goals were, maybe short-term, long-term, before you reached out to me 2 months ago?
Yeah, sure. I think that ultimately I wanted to feel better about myself because I did not feel so healthy, and also I think one of my goals might have been to be able to bend over and tie my shoes without my stomach getting in the way.
You're so silly, but that's that's awesome. Any other types of goals? I know we just did measurements, which were mind-boggling. I believe you lost, what was it, I don't have the numbers in front of me. It was like 12 inches?
I think it was 12
inches.
It was 4 in my chest, back,
Nice.
and shoulders, maybe.
Awesome.
About 3.5 in my stomach,
Awesome.
and 2.5 in my waist.
That sounds right. That's great. And I know your body fat went down because I think that was one of your concerns, body fat. We started off. We won't tell our viewers where we started off, but how much body fat have you lost?
You're right. That was one of my goals because I was not happy with where I landed on the body mass index. However, since starting with you, I have lost 7% body fat.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. How do you feel?
I feel fantastic.
Wow. How did clothes fit?
Clothes fit amazing. I'm glad I didn't throw away a lot of the older clothes that I had.
Did you have to buy a new wardrobe, maybe, right?
I did. I did have to invest in some new belts. Thanks a lot. It's a good problem to have. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. As a question about what have you tried to achieve these goals? I know you said you mentioned briefly about achieving these goals on your own. How did that work out for you?
Not so well. I felt like I was either not doing enough or doing too much. And when I wasn't doing enough, I was getting discouraged because I wasn't seeing results. And then when I was doing too much, I was hurting myself and then getting discouraged because I couldn't continue and I would have to wait longer. And then how do I know when I'm healed? So I was very concerned about not being able to perform the exercises
Right.
With the proper form
Right.
and in the proper order. So I feel much better having someone tell me what to do.
Have you noticed differences in strength and different exercises? Do you feel tight all over? Because I believe that was one of the goals, you wanted to be tight.
I did.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to be tight all over. And there has been a lot of people who don't see me on a regular basis have been noticing the changes. I've been getting a lot of compliments. And
Awesome.
it feels pretty fantastic.
Awesome. Awesome. Do you feel that I have met your fitness goals and expectations?
Yes, I do.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. And also, well, what do you like about the program, if anything, if anything at all?
I like that there is a large amount of flexibility. You are very open to customizing
I appreciate
and
that. Thank you.
accommodating. Like some days I may not be 100%.
That's totally okay.
Um,
Totally okay.
And you accommodate accordingly.
Thank you.
And I liked the evaluation of my fuel intake.
Are you having fun?
I am having fun.
Okay, really? Are you awesome?
I am.
Awesome.
Because exercise makes endorphins.
That's
Make you
true.
happy.
Well, that's pretty awesome. That's awesome. Just one last question. Anything you might want to add for any viewers listening or watching this at home who might be on the fence about trying this program out? Do you have any words to explain to them? Anything off the top of your head?
If you are unhappy, if you are fed up with yourself or fed up with the way that you're feeling, Greg may be able to help.
Oh, thank you.
I think that it is very important to stress that you need to meet Greg halfway.
Awesome. Awesome.
He will be there for you. He is your personal pep squad, but you need to show up.
That's right. If you don't show up, right?
It's true.
That's awesome.
So, and I feel like if you put in what is asked, you will be very happy with the results.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. I didn't pay him. He volunteered for this very short notice, but he was willing to volunteer and give his incredible video testimony of how far he's come in 2 months. Scott Ferguson, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. To everybody out there watching, this is Greg Anthony with GregWorks, another amazing, successful video testimony from Scott Ferguson. Over and out.